fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
31-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
He was brought down.
And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
7-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
At the 34.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Saquon Barkley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Jerry Tillery.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
On the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Got a man, Slayton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. to Slayton. 34 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made by Julian Love. A 2-yard gain on the play.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
Gain of 14.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Herbert on 1st down now. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to
a lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Herbert off of play action. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Take over first.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Chargers 0.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First down.
Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Chargers first down.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
At the 50-yard line.
Running, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They go play action here on first down. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, here's Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On third and short, Drake. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up second and...
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Agnew now to return. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Drake, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
He was tackled.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Out of the gun, Herbert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
He was covered by...
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off-play action, Jones. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands?
Oh, had to get it out quickly, and oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. How about 6?
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 1st down, Drake. And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Kenyon Drake 43 yards. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Jones to throw on third down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a draw play with Drake, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Running for the shotgun with Drake. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake, and it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Drake, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Chargers.
Here's Herbert. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
Complete to number 13.
8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
3rd down and 1.
They'll try to run more with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And he's got room, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Take over, first down.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kenyon Drake, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Giants take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. It's Barkley on the counter, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off the play fake, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinators...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kenyon Drake with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Kick is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Chargers 37. Giants
now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Turn up. Kill, turn
Barkley, toss play left. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down again. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3 on the play. 1st down.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Chargers 44.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount